A mountain rarely fails the moment its soil begins to move. It starts failing earlier, when rainwater changes what holds the slope together. These are the Western Ghats, an ancient range along India's southwestern coast that meets the monsoon head-on. Above the surface, the mountain looks calm. Mist on the ridges, rain over the estates, water threading through quiet channels. But the rain you can see is only the start. Below the soil, water is entering every pore, fracture, and weathered layer. When moist air from the Arabian Sea reaches the Ghats, the steep terrain forces it upward. As the air rises, it cools, condenses into cloud, and falls as heavy orographic rain along the western slopes. In a strong monsoon, this rain can stay over the same catchments for hours and return across successive days. The final storm may trigger a landslide, but the water from earlier days has already prepared the slope. To understand why, we have to look inside the hillslope, beneath the forest and the soil. Rainwater infiltrates the soil and the weathered rock below, and the material grows steadily heavier. As the pore spaces fill, water pressure builds between the grains. This pore water pressure lowers the effective stress that presses the particles together. With less effective contact, the internal friction and shear strength of the slope fall. Gravity keeps pulling the mass downslope, and once the driving force exceeds the resisting force, a slip surface forms and failure begins. The same rain, though, does not move every hillside. Steep, long slopes carrying thick weathered soil hold far more water and stress than gentle, thinly covered ground. Fractures, weak geological layers, and old landslide scars provide ready surfaces for movement. Topographic hollows quietly gather both water and loose material, concentrating the hazard. And where roads are cut, slopes are loaded, or natural drainage is blocked, the balance tips further toward failure. When the threshold is finally crossed, saturated soil, broken rock, water, and vegetation move together as a debris flow. Mountain channels funnel this mixture and carry it far below the point where the slope first gave way. So a settlement can sit well clear of the scar and still stand in the path of what the mountain releases. Long before the ground moves, much of this risk can already be read. By combining slope and curvature, geology, soil, drainage, and land cover with the record of past landslides, scientists map where failure is more likely. Rainfall intensity and antecedent accumulation are tracked with gauges, soil moisture sensors, and radar satellites. A susceptibility map cannot name the exact minute or point of failure. It shows where building, road cutting, and settlement need far greater caution, guided by site investigation and monitoring. The mountain also gives warnings: fresh cracks in the ground, tilting trees or poles, new seepage, doors that suddenly jam, small rockfalls, a sudden change in a stream. Noticed early and reported at once, these signs buy the time that saves lives. The mountain rarely fails without a process, and science lets us read that process before the final movement begins.